Welcome to the way too early mock draft for the 2025 Jersey Crew season, 20th season, and I am not alone. So let's bring on Ben as well, the other podcast host of the Jersey Crew podcast. How are you doing?
Doing great. This is awesome. It's June
We're back
11th. It's the earliest we've ever done
easily.
anything. I mean,
I
other than
usually
prep.
don't even think about football at this point.
Oh, it's been a nice bright light in a rainy spring. Oh, yeah, I'm getting going. Let's
Wait,
go.
metaphorically or literally?
Both. It just feels so good because and NBA playoffs have been awesome.
Yeah.
But man, it's so nice to I don't know where they're at in like the off season, what they're actually doing, the teams. I just know that Aaron Rodgers signed finally, and
Steelers, was it?
Yeah.
I saw that.
But it's go time.
It is. So we're back. This is the Jersey Crew podcast. Crew, Ben and I, and we're looking to do a way too early mock draft. We're used to. I almost said it in the opening, the way too early playoff bracket. We're so used to saying that. We're not there yet. It's only June 11th. But we're gonna fire up a mock draft on Sleeper with the Jersey Crew actual what is it, the
draft order.
So the actual draft order for the Jersey Crew 2025, because it's on Sleeper, we'll go through auto pick everybody else except for us, and then we'll have a minute and a half to make our picks and kind of talk and just to see where we're at with everything. I don't think it's going to give away a lot. I mean, we kind of discussed like, oh, is it kind of weird because like this is a big year, the 20th anniversary, and just in general, like, do we want to show our cards yet? Maybe we don't. But what do you think? What's your take on like if this really matters? Like if you're making a number one pick, right? So like 90% of the time, that's probably going to be your pick, but maybe not. Like, how do you feel about giving that away?
Yeah. At first, I was not even thinking about it. I was like, this is great. We'll get to see who goes where, just like for fun. And not just who goes at what round, but like literally who goes to Sarah, who goes to JR. Right. That's fun. And then, I was having that like quick panic of, wait, but this is going to give it away. However,
it doesn't
I'm just going to mess with people's heads. Like, I also just get to play around. And as I do my mock drafts, one thing I've found out already is like the downside of doing them too early is that it's not accurate, especially when a computer is doing auto picking. Even a good computer like Sleepers, you have like players going to go way higher than they're actually going right now, and especially our league, which is why we kind of talked quickly about that idea of like, where does our league traditionally draft, what position, and so we're trying to put something together with that. But that's what I always have to keep an eye out for. QBs go way higher in our league. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah. It just feels that way. So that's how I'm feeling.
I now that I'm thinking of it, we should download all the drafts from our previous year and then just ask ChatGPT to draft for them so that they draft like the actual individuals.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
Because these guys are going to just go off, right? These computers are just going to do some crazy stuff.
It's actually not a bad idea at all.
So the first pick for you it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter who you pick first because you have the first pick, right? Oh, for like Coyotes, it matters, right? Because then he knows who he doesn't have available.
That's the only thing that really matters, yeah. But that doesn't. Everyone knows there's about, I don't know, this year maybe like 4 or 5 guys maybe 4 guys that I could take at number 1, right?
Really? Oh, I guess, yeah. If you go
in general, I'm not saying like. And in general, so I think I can play around with it a bit.
All right, well, minute and a half each, so that's what we got. We got Ben's, the Coyotes is number 2. So remember, last year, heading into the 20th anniversary, which is this year for 2025, we did wherever you finished last year is where you're drafting this year. So let's bring that up. We got the last year's standings, and Ben's is a champion. Does it surprise you when you look at it like, oh wait, I am a champion? Like, does it like hit you differently?
Yeah. Every morning I wake up, I forget. It's like one of those things, and then any chance to remember it is the greatest. That's awesome.
So we have Ben's number 1, Coyotes number 2, and then I came into number 3. I really should have won. I remember
you would have.
semifinals, I kind of shouldn't have lost, but I did. And then the finals, I scored more points than you. So like there was a chance I actually could have won. I ended up winning 3. I almost forget. I think it was 3 or 4. No, I don't think it was 4. 3 championships last year out of the 6 that made it in. I don't think I'm doing as many leagues this year, but I still like the high buy-ins, and I'm still down for a co-manager. Like I don't know if you're still into it or not.
So that was my worry from the end of the season until now, is if you were still up for it, because every time we've done, no, truly, I'm up for it no matter what every year. It's just about, we get together and we think of a different strategy, or we think like, I don't know, like 1 league instead of 2, or only 1 super flex or whatever.
I'm like in the mindset of just keep doubling up. So like I'm just gonna keep doing bigger leagues until we eventually cash. So maybe just 1, but maybe we just do like a huge one or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But I'm definitely gonna do less. So like maybe instead of 10, I'm gonna do 5 or 6, and one of those maybe is gonna be a co-managed one that we can focus on, and then make sure that that one's a little bit bigger than normal.
And then your best ball, right? Do you want to?
Yeah, so I did my first draft live. That was fun, and then I'm in about 7 right now, so way behind. I'm trying to do 100 before the
That's right.
season
That's your
starts.
goal.
And I still think I can get there. So I just might have to do 93 on the last day before the season starts. No, I think I'll get there. But good. I feel good. But it's still not like in the groove. Like I know exactly where these guys are going, or who I even want to stack, or what what teams there that makes sense. What teams are higher win totals or higher point totals. So it's been fun. It's been fun. And I think this will be a good exercise too, because redraft season long is way different than best ball. So it'll be interesting. Also, I'm not using any rankings for best ball. I use a lot of rankings and things of that nature. So this, I'm just going to, obviously looks like Sleeper has average draft pick, but I'm just going to kind of go based off whatever I feel like. So we got Ben's Coyotes, myself in 3rd, Giants and Cowboys in 4th, Uncle Buck, Brady Gaga, Jet Up, the Champ, Ladies Love G-Men, and then the last 3 of the draft is Groovy Q, Gangrene, and then Pack Attack. So for the 20th year, Ben's is picking first because he won, and Pack Attack is picking last because he finished last, which is like the opposite of the first 19 seasons.
I was just gonna say,
or 18.
That's twisted.
Yeah. All right. Any last? Let me bring up the draft. Here we go. So they got the draft board up there. We have our drafts on our side. Everything seems to be ready to go. Any last words before we get started?
Just real quick, what do they do when it's called like same faces, new places? So we got a couple updates here, real quick. I got a mic arm, which is a game changer. It's been unbelievable for 7 minutes or however long we've been going. And if you notice, some new headphones. Although, like we were saying, we didn't do any. Well, we've never done video, so people have never really seen us. But that's my 2 quick updates. Any updates on your end over there?
Well, new studio. I'm in State College now, so I mentioned on the first stream, but whole different place. Relocated out here for work, and working hard, and got a little man cave room downstairs in the basement. So I got my setup here with the monitor and the mic and the studio stuff, and just drafting away. So I'm excited to see how that goes. It stays very cool. So even in the summer, like it's very cool in the basement. So it works out really well. So I'm excited. But all the equipment is the same.
Sweet.
We're gonna do a little bit more streaming. Maybe we do this once every couple weeks or once a month or whatever until the season. I also want you to jump on a best ball draft with me too, just like joking, like kind of messing around with me and you, like picking a team, and see how that goes too. But that'd be fun. But I just ready to go, ready for the football season start, and no better way than doing a mock draft, the first ever for the 20th anniversary season, and to see which players these losers pick. The computer will pick, and then we'll slam it in their face and be like, look at your awful team. Like, I'm just gonna send it out and just pick on some guys that the computer picked awfully for. So we'll see.
Yeah, like the computer picks for them, but they are fully responsible for these teams. So
100%. All right, well, here we go. Drum roll. I don't have my podcast buttons here, but drum roll for the number 1 pick of the way too early mock draft. Benz is gonna give away his whole strategy in just a couple seconds.
Oh, it's me at number 1. Wow. All right, here we go.
Jamar Chase, was that you?
That was me.
All right. So Jamar Chase and Bijan Robinson. That's interesting because I haven't really seen Bijan. I've seen Chase go a ton. Actually, I haven't seen many not have Chase go first.
Right.
Bijan. So that's an easy Saquon or like Jameer Gibbs. I'm going running back early most of the time. Saquon
Yeah.
fell to 3. He's safe. Jameer Gibbs, Justin Jefferson with JJ. But yeah, I think I got to go Barkley. I should wear my Barkley jersey, although it's still the Giants. But I want a safe floor.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we'll go Barkley. Justin Jefferson, that's normal. Gibbs, I could see Sean actually going with Gibbs in general. So that's interesting.
I could see it. Yeah.
Lamb, I could see Brady Gaga doing some dumb Neighbors. Brian Thomas. What's his name?
Yeah, Thomas Jr.
So is he going that high usually? I forget. Brian Thomas.
Yeah, what seems to be happening is like wide receivers are way more in demand earlier on than running backs, and so it just feels like there's way more running backs. There's not necessarily. They're just like all these mock drafts are going so early.
That's interesting.
The wide receivers. So
all right. Well, I'm on the clock. We got Lamb, Neighbors, Nakua, Henry, Amon-Ra, I think Collins and Bowers. Bowers in the beginning. Pack Attack really just wants that tight end. He just wants it.
Wait, that's Irvin. A very realistic pick.
I know he is going in the second round. I don't know about in the beginning of the second, but maybe McCaffrey made it all the way to the two.
Isn't that crazy?
Second round, third pick.
But that's cute, right? He's got a 2
Yeah, he would do that. He would do something like that. Drake London, McConkey, AJ Brown. Okay. Oh, A-Chain. So that's someone I was really targeting a lot this year so far. Jacobs. All right. So I already got I'm not going to go quarterback that early. Trey McBride. Tyreek Hill. Interesting. Now I wish I had my rankings. I feel kind of lost. Josh, no. Trey McBride? Is he going in the second round like that?
I mean, he is. Yeah.
I don't like that. Oh, this time is running out. What am I doing? Jonathan Taylor.
10 seconds. See, it gets weird at the end of the second.
I'm going to go T. Higgins there.
Nice.
Tyreek Hill, and then back to you. So you're at the 2-3 turn. You went with Chase first.
Yeah. And this is
where it's Barkley and then Higgins. Higgins only because Cincinnati, I feel like, has that high power offense. So I'm kind of just buying into that team right now.
I think and clearly, like, I was going to say, when you took Barkley, that you bought into the Eagles and Lions last year, and it worked really well.
Really well.
So
but I don't want to just pretend that, you know what I mean? Like,
you're off to the hey, here, this may be the first year where I try to repeat things from last year.
You said that. You said that.
I think I even said that, like publicly. Like, I'm not trying to give away my strategy, but why not? Like, I feel like people have done that, and it works, and there's some good metrics on that too. But especially first year breakouts. So I'm going to try this for fun. We're going to go with like a nice balanced start here. I'm going to go a little Josh Allen.
Wow, early.
Which is probably pretty early. Yeah, but again, I don't know about for our league. And then I'm going to.
Well, you're not going to get him on the 5-4-5 turn, right? Like ever, yeah.
No, that's why the 2-3 turn, like the first. Thanks, little emoji. It's tricky because I have to always like project. And then I'm gonna go
Trey McBride. Yeah. Wow. So real balanced. Balanced. Lamar Jackson goes. So I guess you could think about.
And you could go balanced here too, if you wanted.
Yeah.
Another quarterback or
Jaden Daniels is out there. I don't know. Right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go another running back, honestly. Jackson,
it just feels
JSN, Garrett Wilson.
Where did Genty go?
I don't like how the
Sarah
don't have like the number pick. It says like the round in the pick, but it doesn't have like number 34. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Oh yeah. Wait, it doesn't. You're right.
That's annoying.
But it's ADP. You see that? The ADP is though.
Right. That's what is annoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Chase Brown. We're gonna do a little Cincy stack right off the bat.
Oh boy. Hey, maybe Burrow makes it back to you and you go all Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you did last year.
Kyren Williams, Evans, McLaurin, Wilson, Daniels. So Groovy Cutes, Daniels, Kittle, Guy Green, Harrison. Interesting. Burrow does go. Ladies
Yeah.
love G-Men. Just needed that quarterback. Hurts. You know what? I don't think I'd get him in the third, but that's someone I've been looking at too, just because he did so well for me last year. So Rashee Rice, do we give him another chance? You know, he really, really burned me really, really bad. But I think we might give him another chance.
He
Omarion Hampton. How do you say his
yeah.
name? Omarion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like KC just didn't do well last year. I think they're kind of
Which is
gonna
so
get some
funny 'cause they were
positive
in this.
regression. Yeah, we're gonna do Rashee Rice.
I like that. He was so important to us on our team, to you on your team, and to
So
me
many.
on my team. Like, we
Yeah.
had him
In the
everywhere,
first, I want to say he played 4 weeks, maybe 3,
and
and he
I think it
played
was 4, and he got
phenomenal.
injured in week 4. Yeah, it was incredible.
Now he
I
might
like
have
that
more
pick.
competition. You know, he has Hollywood Brown. I mean, I think he's still in the Kansas City.
Yeah, and he's healthy this year.
Yeah, and he has Worthy, but all right. So you go in Chase, Allen, McBride. No running back. So the zero running back strategy probably up until now, I would assume.
Right.
But
Th
let's see.
Yeah, for the
I
sake of go ahead.
I went 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. What are you thinking?
Yeah, in its own right, that's, like, nice and balanced, and there's I think quarterback is deeper this year, it seems like, so you could get, like, a nice quarterback coming back. I think it would be silly not to go for a wide receiver here, especially because, like, DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers, like, taints everything in my head right now,
Oh yeah,
so
I agree.
I just can't, like, even think of that. So I'm gonna try this rookie, Hampton, who does
Okay.
have competition there, right? Because Najee Harris is there
Yeah,
too.
run over there.
So but because that's a trial, I'll need somebody who's pretty consistent. So I'll go another running back right after here. The temptation is to go with Montgomery because he's like so solid and like a pretty good floor.
With Jameer, with
He
the ability to go off if Jameer gets hurt.
exactly right. That which is what conversely makes Gibbs so good and the both of them so good together. And I just never like picking really either of them because of that. But obviously, you saw the benefit of picking Gibbs last year, right?
Oh
Like,
my god, yeah. I'll pick him again this year in the top 5 or so. Yeah, honestly.
right. And you didn't think for a second, like, yeah, but he's got Montgomery. So
Right, true.
he's just that good. So why I'm gonna give that a shot. Just have like one safe guy and then one trial with the rookie, knowing that he's gonna take a couple weeks probably to
I like it. I like it. Not bad. I've been hearing good things about him. Hawkinson, that seems a little early for him. The funny
yeah.
thing with computers, though, look at Uncle Buck. He took 4 running backs.
Yeah. But
I mean, you could start 4 running backs in our league.
dude, so was part of my like secret last year. Part
Jet
of
up
what
with
worked
4
really well was
wide receivers.
my 4 running backs that I like could sub in and out. It was incredible. And I don't know, it's not a bad strategy.
All right. Not Chuba. We don't want him or DK. Zay Flowers with Lamar Jackson. See, like the Coyotes, and maybe in real life, he takes Zay Flowers there to stack with Jackson too, most likely. But or you
Yep.
know, you never know. Sam Laporta, I'm not huge on Devonta Smith.
No, not yeah.
Xavier Worthy, not if I'm betting on Rashee Rice. Patrick Mahomes. When does he
Oh, I
usually
mean,
go? 58?
is that what it's saying?
Yeah.
Let me see.
For yeah, so we're at 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 44. Yeah.
Oh, take him.
So that's something like probably in like this like season long league, something I would do, just to kind of like bet
Yeah.
on Kansas City positive regression to see if they go off.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think Mahomes in particular is going to have hopefully a better year. So I
Oh
dig
my
that.
God,
Dude,
Uncle Buck went with another running back.
do you see Jet Up too?
Oh no, he went with 6 running backs. What are you doing, Sean?
Jet Up has 6 wide receivers. Too.
What are they doing? Come on, computers, you're better than that.
Yeah,
All
for
right,
anybody who doesn't know
Laporta.
Sleeper, like the computers are actually great. Like it's not like Yahoo where it's auto pick in that way. The computers are actually like reach. It's cool.
Yeah, but that's interesting why they would do that. Usually they're a little bit smarter than that. All right, whatever. Olave, Connor, Xavier Worthy, McMillan. Is that's that rookie, right? Tet McMillan
Oh,
or something?
Tataroa? Yeah.
Hunter.
He's
Oh,
gone
that's
now,
the wide
right?
receiver.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Jameson Williams, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the ones that are off the board. So Baker went, Addison. Okay. Harvey, I think he's a rookie as well. Okay. So I got a 2-2 and a quarterback. Pickens is on here on a new team, Dallas. Waddle. Actually, I heard some good things about Waddle. Like, just like he's a good player and he has been playing so poorly that it's like
Yeah.
maybe he does well. Travis Kelsey's a
Me
little
too.
too much of a stack. I don't know about that. Jerry Judy, Quint. I don't know this Junkins guy.
Rookie for the Browns.
Waddle,
Yeah.
Smith, Rome. Let's go. George Pickens is supposed to be good this year.
I mean, he's great. Like,
yeah, we're gonna go with him and just kind of
That's
bet
cool.
on Dak and Waddle goes right after me. I was thinking about Waddle as well. Interesting.
you know what's cool about this spot is that with my, what they call onesies, with Allen and McBride taken care of, like now I can
You
just
can just
stack up.
hammer everybody.
I'm actually going to do the same exact like little thing here. So I'll take a rookie, right, who's supposed to be awesome, could have the backfield to himself, and then I'll just take another running back and I'm going to take Swift. That's kind of fun.
DeAndre.
Yeah, they didn't draft anybody, right? So it's like he could be a bit of a sleeper.
Who's the competition in Cleveland for running back?
Well, they got another running back, I think. Is
Okay.
that right? And then it's Jerome Ford, who's been there forever, but Nick Chubb is gone.
Okay.
So I like that. And I don't know, rookie running backs can be really useful.
Cleveland, Jerome Ford, and then Junkins.
Nobody else?
No. Well, I don't
Perfect.
know if I don't know anything. Travis Kelsey's out there still. Is he supposed to be washed up now or something? 70.
Probably just like a little risky, right?
7 times 12. I don't like this average draft pick thing.
Are you doing the math?
Yeah. 61, 2, 3, 64. I'm picking 65. Average draft. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on him. Tyrone Tracy, is he the starter for our G-men this year?
Yeah. With Scattaboo behind him. But
Scattaboo.
Yeah.
And who do I have
Pretty
right
cool
now?
pick.
Barkley and Brown. Yeah, we'll go Tyrone Tracy.
That's cool.
Hoping that, we'll see. Giants should be down a lot. Like, they might have to pass more than they're used to, but okay. Bo Nix goes.
That's a cool.
The pack attack.
It's fun.
Sean finally went with a tight end and then a wide receiver. So he finally got that. Goff gets off the board.
His
Giants and
wide receiver
Cowboys.
1 is Jacoby Myers. Nice.
I mean, no one's ever gone that far, but that's interesting. All right, so I'm up again. I got 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a quarterback. Evan Ingram is on Denver. I didn't even know that. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, one of the yep.
Stephon Diggs. Interesting.
Or hear me out. You go ahead and you draft Scattaboo, who's like our
and then you handcuff
rookie.
him.
Yeah, but that's I don't know. That's 2 picks that are going to drive you a little crazy during the year.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna try to get some wide receivers on these turns. Juan Jennings. I'm gonna grab that guy.
I like it.
Diggs goes on New England. That'll be interesting to see how he does with Drake May.
Yeah. Who's supposed to be awesome this year, apparently. This is where it starts getting so ugly. Like Jaden Reed, I had him all.
Oh, he burned you though. He burned you.
Right. Like he was one of those that every time you put him in, he did poorly, and then you take him out and he does well. So, I mean, I should take a wide receiver here because I only have 1.
Yeah, true.
So I will.
Yeah, so you kind of went 0 RB, but then you just like kind of hammered the dead zone, kind of, right?
Yeah, which I like that grouping because out of those 4, like at least 2 of them are going to be strong. So I got to bolster my. I'm probably just going to go Reed because like I got to be honest, I'm really trying to avoid him this year, so I'll take him there.
Take him in your mocks, whatever.
Yeah, I'll just see like what that looks like, and maybe as a 2 he feels really good, or like a 3 he feels good. I don't know.
I would love just like we do these, like we just do 2 or 3 mock drafts. You go chase every single time, and then you just go new, like number 1 for the real draft.
Why'd you have to say that's exactly what I'm gonna do?
Or you go 3 different number 1 picks. That would be smart. That would be like balanced. That would be like no one really knows what you're doing.
Yeah, and I could like
I don't even
actually
know what I'm
see.
doing.
Yeah, I don't want to say this like too strongly, but I'm pretty positive I know who I'm picking number 1 already.
Yeah.
I just need to like try a couple things out.
Mhm.
All right. I think I can wait. This is crazy, but I think I can wait on wide receiver. So I'm gonna pick my boy.
Wow. That's
See what he
a lot
does.
of running backs off the back. We are Penn State.
Oh, I like that guy. He's gonna be
Me too.
with Danny Dimes.
I know. It's just a dream team. Murray
I was
goes.
wondering when you were going to take the first Penn State player. So
Yeah, right.
good one. Actually, you took Saquon. What am I talking about?
Wow, you're right. I got all the Penn Staters.
Yeah.
Warren, Jake Ferguson, no way. Tajay Spears. Dak Prescott. It's a weird pick, but it would go with Pickens. I don't want another quarterback that early. Rashad White, Drake May. Rico Dowdle's on Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I don't like any of these guys. I'm gonna go a little Trey Harris. I don't really know him.
Okay.
I just know he's a rookie, and I need a little upside on my wide receiver room. All right, so we got 5 running backs. Is this a strategy you would implement in real life?
Yeah, like the way that my hammering running backs was so fun last year because picking up running backs off the waiver wire is way less fun than trying to get a wide receiver.
Yeah,
I feel like.
yeah. No, you're right.
And you can just hit on like a wide receiver that can put up 10 or 12. But with running backs, I feel like it's so much harder. So yeah, it's definitely something that I have thought about doing again. But do you see these wide receivers right now?
It's rough.
Brutal.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know really what's what. You know what I mean? Like, Keon Coleman, I guess.
Oh yeah.
You don't have a quarterback. Oh no, you did go Josh Allen early. Do
That's
you like
why
Josh Allen? Is that someone you're eyeing, or you don't have to answer? But
I feel like he's that perfect guy where it's like if he happens to make it to me by then, because he could get picked before then potentially.
I guess. Yeah, Sarah, right? Isn't Sarah the one that always
yeah
quarterback early?
Then I definitely would consider it. All right, I got 20 seconds. Who else is in Buffalo? Shakir. But like Keon Coleman is a year 2. I just saw a post that he's looking good. That's always
6 seconds.
Sign. I'm gonna take him.
Okay.
Oh, and then I have another pick here. Well,
see, you can stack them though with Josh.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah. It's great. That I like that. Then
that was my plan all along. So.
Yep. Chicago's super crowded. Right, they have all those wide receivers, so their rookie would be fun. But let me just try to take the best player available. Like a real NFL team here. Jake Ferguson. Okay.
You don't want him.
Nah. I've thought about where are we? 11th round? Yeah, going like backup quarterback here, just to try to get.
I thought you were about to say backup running back. You got 5. You already got your backup running back.
I have 3 backups. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always stayed away from the 2 quarterbacks early, or like within the first 10 rounds, 11 rounds, or whatever. But everyone does it in our league, and I've actually seen like didn't I have like 3 good quarterbacks on my team last year, and it was like felt good. So like I don't really look bad. I don't look really down on that anymore.
Right, you take one safe one and then one that could blow up. Just because I said this earlier, I'm going to take Drake May.
Yeah. I've heard good things about him.
A big breakout this year. Why not?
Dallas. Rico. How many running backs do I have? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's not me. I only have 3. So I might go running back. I have 4. Okay. Jordan Mason. Why do I know that name from San Francisco?
Oh, yeah. Backup. That's a cool pick.
What team is he on right now?
He's on Minnesota behind Aaron Jones, but he's really good.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't heard a lot about him. I don't know if you have, but
I mean, just as much as like it could be a split backfield, but apparently Aaron Jones got paid a bunch, so
this is
plan to use him
interesting.
more. Like I think it could be his backfield potentially.
Yeah, we'll just do it. I don't really know. That's
Why
just a
not?
random pick, but let's just do it.
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby, is he still like a thing? Like is
Oh man, I have these teams that I'm like crossing out entirely. Jacksonville,
one of
because I'm
them?
not going to get Brian Thomas.
It's so funny because I keep hearing Trevor Lawrence is like, it's his year, you know.
Oh my!
Finally, you've
I
been
had
you've been down that road too many times.
yeah.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence, there he is. Hollywood Brown. Yeah, let's stack it up.
Oh yeah.
Stack it up.
All right, what are we looking at here?
I'm kind of liking my team. Patrick Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, Chase Brown, T. Higgins, Rashi Rice, Tyler Warren, George Pickens, and Tyrone Tracy. Come on now.
Yeah, that's a nice like.
That's my starting lineup so far. I got Jennings, Trey Harris, Mason, and Brown on the bench. Let's see where Ben is. Josh Allen, O'Marion, Hampton, David Montgomery, Chase, Reed, McBride, Quinshawn Junkins, DeAndre Swift. No, how do you like your team so far?
It's definitely like a makeshift, like a workshop team, you know, like a second half team.
Like a slaughterhouse kind of.
It's very much like if some of those players go right, wow, that'd be sick. But I think I have a good balance of like safe players. Like when you have Chase in the middle, like at the center of the team, that's and of course Allen is like not shabby at all. So I like my core. I'm gonna go Besh. You know this guy?
Oh yeah, I heard about him. Yeah.
In case the Raiders are like sick this year with Genty and Gino.
Where did Genty go for us? He's not waiting this long.
Sarah?
No way. No way. He's
No,
going in
Sarah
the first round, right?
Sarah took him in the second round.
Yeah, but I mean, in real life, he's not making it out of the first round.
Right. That's one of the ones that's so hard to tell.
I haven't seen him make it out of the first round in best ball yet.
Yeah, I bet he'd be sick in that. All right, let's see.
Oh, JJ McCarthy went. Justin Fields, I'm kind of feeling this year. I'm not gonna lie.
As your third quarterback, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe third. But like just like a rushing upside, like, and maybe that's my best ball talking. Like that's why it's like such a different draft. What do you think? You just have an ice cream over there? Or?
No, I'm
big decision between Keenan Allen and Jerome Ford.
This is where I start to reach for fun, so I'm gonna go with a little. I'm gonna go Rashad Bateman.
Okay, yeah, Baltimore. I'm gonna go my second quarterback. Why did we say Jacksonville before? Why were we joking around about Jacksonville?
You said Bigsby, and I said I want to avoid.
Oh, Bigsby, yeah. I don't want Trevor Lawrence, but I do kind of want another quarterback. Michael Penix, is he starting for Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not yet. Austin Eckler, yikes. Let's see, how likely do I have? Yeah, I might have to do two tight ends too. Take it.
Yeah, I've thought about that.
Zach Ertz, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I might just get a backup.
Yeah,
tight end right now.
Warren doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Right. I kind of want a backup quarterback. So this is my first draft for like mock draft for season long. I think what I would do is more like JJ McCarthy, Justin Fields, maybe Caleb Williams. He kind of burned me last year too. I didn't really like him.
Yeah, he was kind of rough to have all year.
That was tough.
But if you have Mahomes, you can basically pick anybody you want.
Right, that's what I mean, but a little bit earlier. So it's interesting to see. I guess these guys are going like 11, 12. Even Love or Murray's going 9. Like, I don't know. I'm not as against two quarterbacks than I was in the past. I used to think it was kind of silly. But
it was different.
Yeah, I don't think that anymore.
Right.
What else we got here? We only have 3 running backs. 2, 3, 4 running backs. Wandell. Yeah, I'll go Penix just to get a
Cool.
backup. Did he
Yeah,
play
see,
last year? Did he have a couple games?
oh, yeah.
Or
Well, what was it? 3
I
games?
can't remember.
He beat the Giants. I know that.
All right, last 2 rounds. Your last 2 picks here.
All right.
Finishing with Scadaboo, Coleman, Drake May as a backup, Besh, and Bateman. So you filled up on your wide receivers, but they're not the greatest core of wide receivers.
Ugly. That is ugly. That's why I shouldn't pick another one to finish off, because I'll just wait for like somebody to go off on waivers or something during the season, the hypothetical season. So I'm going to go with a nice rookie tight end to the new look Jets.
I don't even know that name.
I don't really know too much about that guy, and do we have to pick a kicker?
No, you don't have to be a kicker for the mock. No. In real life, you might want to.
I mean,
Unless you want to talk about, subbing out the kicker for another flex.
I do
year
every
20.
year, but I don't know. It's still
Maybe for year 20, we just do 20 flexes.
It's like 30v30. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I mean this is where I already have enough rookies. Like if you look at my lineup, I have a good amount of rookies on there.
Yeah.
This
So
is
are you
where
testing the waters with that? Like,
yeah,
let's go heavy rookies and then kind of figure out which one you want during the summer. Like,
yeah. And I don't want to get lost in the fact that I had 3 of like the literal best rookies last year in Neighbors, Thomas, and Jaden Daniels. So I want to be careful about that. But
yeah, but you picked them up too. So does that count?
But
that's
you're
just saying you have rookie fever. You have rookie fever.
Right. Like not necessarily draft wise, just like having them on my team. But I already got. I gotta go. I gotta do one more giant. I always like to have a little representation.
Yeah, I was looking at him too. I'm gonna finish with Braylon Allen of the New York Jets.
Nice jet for you.
Yeah. All right, so we're finishing up here. We got some kickers picked by the computers, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Convert into a league. No, thank you. All right, so let's look at this. Yeah, let's look at this draft board. So we got Ben's. I'd rather look at your actual team. All right, so Ben's, we got Josh Allen, Omarion Hampton, Montgomery, Chase, Reed, McBride, Judkins,
Yeah.
Swift, Scadaboo. Is he white? Is Scadaboo white?
Oh, yeah.
Keon Coleman, Drake May, Besh, Bateman, Mason Taylor, Moses Taylor. He's going to end up in Moses Taylor after I knock him out. Wandell Robinson. So what do you think? What's your overall gut feeling for your first mock draft?
I think this is why these are so fun. Because
they don't count.
There's no consequences.
How do you like the first pick with the 2, 3, with the turns, the double clicks, but waiting for that much time? I mean, we didn't have to wait today, but like, what do you think about that strategy at number 1?
It's funny. It's like last year I was second pick. I actually liked it a little bit better. I don't know what it was about it. I guess because you like wait a tiny bit less, but there was something nice where things lined up with this. It's like you said in the beginning, if I don't go Josh Allen, if I don't go Trey McBride, where I went with them, there's no way I'm getting them. So I really have to like project a bit. So I'm not going to lie. It's like very uncomfortable so far in the mock drafts I've done on my own, like the one we just did. However, so that's one thing that I'm like concerned about. The thing that I like a lot is like when you start with Jamar Chase, like the sky's the limit. And then you've got arguably the best quarterback to kind of back him up, arguably the best tight end. And I say every year that I want to have a tight end where I don't have to worry, that I don't have to worry about. So I like that. Like I said, I like my core. I got too many question marks though.
Yeah, I think you went you went 0 RB and then 2 onesies right off the back. I was wondering if you did that on purpose to kind of like get that over with, or do you miss out on too much value on the running backs and wide receivers that go in that range?
Yeah, and because the running backs, like you kind of could see here, if you don't go with one early, you're going to be dealing with a mish mush or like of running backs like the ones that I have. So
Hmm.
don't know how I feel about that. And like I've said, it's not as fun to piece together running backs during the year.
No,
So
no.
this is what mock drafts are so.
I
This is
know
why
it's
they're
a
so
good
helpful.
exercise. It's making me
Yeah,
think too. I mean, I got Patrick Mahomes, which I'm high on this year. I think he just is undervalued. Saquon Barkley,
right,
Chase Brown. So I feel like this is a good running back room. T. Higgins, which goes with the Chase Brown stack. Rashee Rice, which goes with the Patrick Mahomes stack. Tyler Warren, a little bit upside, unknown upside.
right.
George Pickens, you don't really know. Tyrone Tracy, hopefully just gets the backfield to himself. Juan Jennings, Trey Harris, randoms, Mason Brown again with Patrick, Ertz, Penix, and Braylon Allen. So I kind of like it actually. I like the correlation, and I think the only reason I look at that and I kind of feel that has a lot of value is because of best ball. Like it's just all about
Mm.
correlation, and so I don't mind that. I like how they correlate. I think T Higgins and Chase Brown is just betting on Cincinnati. Patrick Mahomes and Rashee Rice is betting on Kansas City. So I like it. I don't mind. How do you like my team?
Yeah, you're again like your strategy of go with teams that are projected to be really strong teams. It worked. And it worked in multiple leagues. Like it wasn't just like,
Right,
oh,
right,
it worked for this or and so you went with some Eagles again, you went with a couple of Bengals, which I think the Bengals are, they could be unstoppable. Who knows?
just
And
high
then
scoring. Yeah, I don't know how much they're
right.
going to win, and then maybe their defense isn't great, which is a good thing. So it's like, yeah, I just think they're going to be high scoring for sure, for sure.
Exactly, and
Cool.
then Kansas City has to I just feel like Patrick Mahomes is probably one of the best ever, and so it's like he's not gonna have another weird season like that, Like, I think he's gonna be way more back on track and look at things figured out with, like, letting go of the Kelsey, like, era a little bit this
Yeah,
year
yeah,
maybe. I like it. I also like Sleeper because you can see the different colors that correspond with
yeah,
the positions, and you could see your
yeah.
team was like a nice you never went too heavy on any, like,
Right.
specific position, so I like that about yours.
Yeah, me too. So there is an option to share draft boards. So I'm wondering if I could share it when I share the YouTube video, so the guys can see. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not all realistic, obviously. Uncle Buck went with 6 running backs right off the bat. That's never going to
so
happen.
funny.
Jet
Yeah,
Up went with 6 wide receivers. Probably not going to ever happen. I mean, that's a little bit more
even more
realistic.
so, I would say.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, probably. But
Yeah,
yeah, cool. I mean, that was fun. That was fun. So
yeah,
a couple things with Jersey Crew. Just thinking about it now that we just did the mock draft. We got the 20th season. We got no divisions this year. We're just going to do one league. We got top 6 are going to make playoffs instead of 8. And because the payout will just be winner takes all for the 20th season for $2,000 and the 20th anniversary ring. Where you're going to win a ring and $2,000. So that's kind of the structure. It's going to be fun. Like we said, we might kind of get on here and stream a little bit more. We may do this again too for fun. I may have been on for some best ball drafts as well. There's something else I was going to say about Jersey Crew. Um, I forget, but yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the summer goes. And what's your prep going to be like? Is it going to be like just kind of random? Is it going to be heavy, or is it going to be like, hey, let me wait until it gets a little closer to the season, or what do you think?
it's pretty spaced out where it's like I would say there's a good 2 days a week right now, maybe 3, where I'm, like, doing a mock draft or listening to a podcast,
Listening, yeah,
and
yeah.
then I got the nice, the draft kit already.
Yep.
I pre-ordered
Football,
that, and that's
nice.
in, and so, that's just fun to go through instead of, like, going on social media, I'll just
Right,
pop that
right.
open on any given day. So it's more than, like, the average person. However, it's still, like, pretty light.
Yeah,
What about you? July is, like July,
for
August
sure.
is when I mean, August definitely, but what do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, July is probably going to I turn it up. I want to get a lot of these drafts done on the best ball side right now at a decent pace, but July will be when I really turn it up and start really thinking about it and looking at it and doing different strategies and thinking about like the running backs and how good they were last year. Like, is that possible to
Right.
sustain this year, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. Kind of look at teams, kind of understand depth charts a little bit better, because as it gets closer to the season is when you start to realize and know what's going on with the depth charts,
Yeah.
where we don't really know so much right now. late round quarterbacks, like I was kind of talking about before. I kind of want to look into those and snag a second, with one of those high upside, maybe rookies or second year players. I think the second year quarterbacks have a lot to prove this year.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So it'll be interesting. But this was definitely just thrown together, no prep. And that was fun. I had a good time, and I want to definitely do that again. I'll share this with the Jersey crew. They're probably going to be like, what are these guys on? They're definitely not thinking of my assumption is they're definitely not thinking about football right now, and they're going to get an email with a link to YouTube and a draft board for their teams that they just drafted.
I mean, all things considered, it's way too early. Like, it really actually is. It's June 11th, so I get it. I hope they don't think it's spam. I also like if you're listening to this, look at your team. Just like check it out and like text us or something. Like, let us know what you think. But
yeah, well, that's the other thing. So if we get some traction, if I get some like laughs or people responding, maybe we'll have them jump on and do a mock draft with us.
Would love that. Yeah.
The other thing is, well, if they're on with us, that'd be fun. But the other thing is, we'll live stream some of these. If they don't want to draft with us, they can always just tune in and make fun of us and drop comments and stuff like that. So, but this time I didn't actually let them know I was going to go live. Next time I will, so we can see if we can get anyone in. But we'll give it a couple weeks or something. Like I said, I want to get you on a best ball one too, so we'll have some fun there and just kind of keep football in the forefront, but in the background at the same time. And then, like you said, like mid-July, start really slamming it.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to go like 5 drafts a day at some point or something.
It's gonna get a lot. It's gonna go. No, hopefully not more than 2. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on pace so that at the end it's like 2 or 3 during the weekends and stuff like that. But who knows? I mean, I'm gonna shoot for 100. We'll see how high I get. But I like these 2 because they're completely different. They're just so much different in a lot of ways. And maybe we'll think about structure. I think that was the last piece I was going to say. That's right. So everything with Jersey Crew, the only thing changing roster wise is I'm adding a bench spot. But I mean, maybe we think about the kicker going into a flex. I mean, it's just I didn't want to make too many changes or too big of changes for the not the last year, but the 20th anniversary. So I want it to be big. I want it to be different, but I don't want to be too much. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that the changes you made in the last, handful of years were pretty big. And so I think change is great. It's just not necessary for the sake of change.
Right.
And so I always joke around about the kicker, but like, I think we did a vote one year with like certain changes, I think. And people said like, I'm up for that, or I'm not feeling that so much. So we could always do that again too. But I don't think it's necessary just to like force something. So I feel like the extra bench spot, that's kind of big, right? Because waivers are going to change a lot, just like availability. Otherwise, like we've made it to a really good spot, and the specialty things you're doing for the anniversary will be like enough of a difference.
Agreed. Yeah. I think so too. So
those are gonna be fun. They're hard.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah. And then the last piece, I guess, would be the draft. I really was big on doing an in-person draft for the first time. I mean, me being in a different location, it's going to make it tough, but I still want to try. I think 8 has been my cutoff to say, like, if we can get 8 or more, like, I want to do it. I want to make it happen. Do it where it's, most convenient. I'll make it happen. And then maybe for those other people, we just, get them in. Worst case scenario, we don't do that. We do something like this where we're drafting live streaming, but maybe more than, I think we had 4 last year with Q and Matt. Maybe we have more. Maybe we have 8, stream online or something, something like that. Or more. So we'll see how it works out.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be legendary. Because that's something that we've actually never even had. We had, I don't know, maybe like 5 one year, 6 one year, but we've never had like all 12.
No, that's true. Buffalo Wild Wings. We were there drafted. Wow. That was a good call.
Yeah, but that was just kind of like a thing that we put together. I don't know. It was like much more nonchalant. This would be sick to like really intentionally have everybody there. But I actually like that idea a lot. Like get everybody to just jump on, whether like their cameras on or not. Doesn't really matter. Just we're all kind of together virtually too, if we need to. It could always work.
Agreed. Did you just hear that? Just like, okay, I'm going to share the draft board and I'm going to get that YouTube link out there, and we'll get some people scratching their heads like, what? I mean, that's the obvious. We'll see what he does in the next couple of mocks. And we'll see you later. I'll keep you guys updated. If you have any questions or anything, just shoot me an email, and then we'll get you on here to draft too. I could see Matt like just hopping in, late June or something.
That'd be awesome.
And
Yeah.
we'll get some people. We'll get some people in here.
Yes,
to
please.
mock draft. So, all right. Any last words before we get out?
No, that's it. I've said enough. Can't wait.
Yeah,
Already.
me too. Enjoy your summer, and the Way Too Early mock draft is here, and Jersey Crew podcast is back. We'll see you guys later.